Hello student, good morning. Hope you are all well, and I also hope that you have gone through our previous lectures. Today I will start Coulomb's law. This is very important topic in electrostatic. So according to Coulomb's law, it states that the force between two point charges is directly proportional to the magnitude of the product of the 2 point charges and inversely proportional to the square of their distance between them. Here you have to remember that in this law valid for 2 point charges only, and the point charges should be in stationary condition. Here I have underlined some words. Two point charges. This law is valid for 2 point charges, not charge distribution. And there is directly proportional to product of their charge magnitudes. Means if there are two charges, if let example like there are two charges, 2 coulombs and minus 4 coulombs, but we have to take only 2 coulombs and plus 4 coulombs, not minus. Here, mathematically, I have explained here. Let the two point charges are, first point charge is Q1 and second point charge is Q2. And distance between these 2 point charges is denoted by small r. Now, according to Coulomb's law, the force between this electrostatic force between 2 point charges, if it is denoted by A, capital A directly proportional to Q1, Q2 products of the two charges, and A inversely proportional to square of their distances, 1 by r square. Now, according mathematically, we can write F equal to C, means here we have taken constant, modulus Q1, Q2 by r square. Mod means we have to take only magnitude here. Now, F equal to, experimentally it has found that the value of this constant is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is new quantity for you. This is called epsilon naught. Read as epsilon naught. This is depends on medium. This epsilon naught is basically absolute permittivity of free space or vacuum. Now, the value of epsilon naught equal to 8.85 into 10 to the minus 12. Unit is in SI system Coulomb square Newton per meter square in SI system. It will be better for you to memorize this value. And 1 by 4 pi, the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So this is the mathematical form of Coulomb's law. So by using Coulomb's law, we can find out the electrostatic force between 2 point charges, magnitude of electrostatic force between 2 point charges. Now, to find the direction of the electrostatic force between the 2 point charges, we have to know the vector form of Coulomb's law. Now, here, vector form of Coulomb's law. Again, we have taken 2 point charges, Q1 and Q2, and distance between these 2 point charges is denoted by vector R21. What is R21? R21 means the distance of position of Q2 charge with respect to Q1 charge. That's why we have denoted as by using R21, vector R21. And force experienced by the Q2 charge due to Q1 charge is denoted by F21. Just remember these things. 21 means force experienced by Q2 charge with respect to Q1 charge, and R21 means position vector of Q2 charge with respect to Q1 charge. So, same way mathematically we can write vector F21 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R21 modulus of R21 whole to the power Q R vector R 2 1. It is in terms of vector R 2 1, and this is F 2 1. This is in terms of unit vector R 2 1. This is the vector form of Coulomb's law. If we write F 1 2, vector F 1 2, it means force of Q2 charge, force due to Q2 charge on Q1 charge. It will be written as F12. Now F12 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12 square R12. This is force experienced by Q1 charge due to Q2 charge. This is the vector form, and R12 is the position vector of unit vector of Q1 charge due to Q2 charge. So mathematically, we can easily find that F21 vector F21 equal to minus of vector F12. This is the vector form of, you can write any form. Either you have to write this formula or this formula. This is the vector form of Coulomb's law. By using vector form of Coulomb's law, we can find the direction of the force. And by using simple mathematical form of Coulomb's law, we can find the magnitude of the force. So now, if the two charges are placed inside any medium other than vacuum or air, then the magnitude of the force between the two charges will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 epsilon Q1 Q2 by R square. What is epsilon? It is the absolute permittivity of the medium. So, for just you go through these basic things. Tomorrow in next class I will explain the some numerical problem and related to this Coulomb's law, and most important is superposition principle. How we can use the superposition principle by using Coulomb's law. So just go through these things, and I already have sent some 4 pages PDF. You just note down that PDF question answer, and if there is any problem, any doubt arise, you can ask me. So for time being, thank you very much. Just go through this portion. Okay.